Hi, Jessica here, Yoga for Everybody, representing Zen Active Sports. I'm here to show you guys my favorite yoga poses, and today I'm going to be teaching the neck stretches that I personally practice on a daily basis to combat the chronic neck pain that, probably most writers and students can relate to. Even if you just spend a couple hours a day on the computer, you'll start to feel some neck strain. It probably originates between the shoulder blades. So I'm going to show you guys my favorite neck stretches to help alleviate that neck pain. To start out, let's begin in a comfortable seated position like we did last week. And first of all, of course, establish that proper alignment. Make sure the shoulders are down, away from the ears, chest is open, crown of the head lifts up, and the bottom of the glute sinks down into the earth. Okay? And we can keep the hands comfortably rested in our laps as we begin to establish the deep belly breathing pattern. Remembering, of course, to always inhale from the diaphragm. Once we feel as though we have established that deep belly breathing pattern and tuned into that mind-body connection, we can start to move the body, okay? So let's start by exhaling and dropping one ear to the corresponding shoulder. So if you want to mirror me, you'll bring your left ear towards the left shoulder. To accentuate the stretch, we could take the palm of the hand of the opposite arm and reach it down onto the mat, just to kind of further accentuate that stretch along the side of the neck. After a few deep breaths here, we can come out of the pose, inhaling, bringing the neck center, and then exhaling, bringing the opposite ear to the shoulder. And of course, remembering that we have the option to accentuate the stretch by placing the opposite hand palm down on the mat. Go ahead and bring that neck slowly back up when you're ready. Again, hanging out in these stretches for as long as you feel comfortable with. And then on the next inhale, we can turn the head to look towards if you're going to mirror me, you'll be looking towards your left. And then we'll exhale and we'll bring the chin towards the shoulder. If we wanted to, we could bring the palm of the right hand towards the mat. You'll notice that this pose stretches more along the back of the neck. And then when we're ready to come out of the pose, it's very important to first inhale, bring that chin up, and then exhale back to center. Next inhale, we'll look towards the opposite wall, and then we'll exhale, we'll drop that chin towards the shoulder. Inhaling to come out of the pose, exhaling back to center. Another neck stretch that we can try involves moving the chin forward and back. Okay, so we're inhaling, bringing that chin and neck straight forward, and then exhaling back. after a few rounds of that, we can move on to the last and final stretch that I practice every day to help relieve my neck pain. And honestly, it does not even directly involve stretching the neck, but instead, it stretches that hard-to-reach area between the shoulder blades that really puts a lot of strain on the neck eventually, which causes the neck pain and headaches and sometimes migraines. So what we can do is we'll bring the arms to this X position, okay? And then, we're going to want to alternate which arm is on top. So I'm starting with my right arm on top. You can choose whatever arm you want to start on top with. And then we'll put a bend into the elbows to make a V. And then we'll want to slowly bring the backs of the hands together. This is called eagle arms. When we're ready to come out of the pose, we can just slowly unhook the arms and shake them out. I call this the eagle arms because it is what we do with our arms in the eagle pose, which I have not covered yet, but I will eventually. So it's good that you guys are getting a heads up on just the arm portion because it is a little tricky. And especially if you don't have that capability of connecting the backs of the hands, maybe it's too painful, we can use a strap to help assist us. So to do that, we'll want to switch sides. So we'll bring the left arm on top this time. We'll grab a hold of our strap while our hands are down by the floor. And then we'll put a bend in the elbows, okay? And then if this is as far as we can take it, and if this feels good, then we can just stay right here. But maybe eventually we'll shorten the distance between the hands until we're finally able to bring the backs of the hands together, okay? So again, the props are really helpful for assisting in our practice to help us gradually reach different expressions of the poses of yoga. And when we're ready to go ahead and come out of the pose, just like before, slowly unhook and then kind of shake out the arms. Thanks for practicing my favorite neck stretches with me here on Zen Active Sports to help prevent neck pain, commonly associated with tightness between the shoulder blades. I hope you enjoy my tips and my videos, and please be sure to stay tuned for more at www.zenactivesports.com. Thanks again for practicing with me. Namaste.